Last week, there were 9 teams in the National Football League that were 0-2. Over the course of that week, 6 of them won games, leaving 3 without winning a single game. And now it gets good. Now you get to the point where you thought 0-2 is bad. 0-3 is worse. It's almost a dead team walking, so to speak. And we went over the stats from last week, okay? And out of 162 teams that have started 0-3, only 4 of them have made the playoffs. And this is what we're going to talk about in this video. Which one of the 3 remaining teams that are 0-3 can turn their season around? Now, there's only been one team in NFL history that started 0-4, and we'll probably talk about that, go into detail next week, if all of these teams or one of these teams remains winless, who have made the playoffs and actually won a game. That was the 1992 San Diego Chargers, if I remember correctly. They wind up starting 0-4, wind up going 11-1 the rest of the season, finishing 12-5 and winning a playoff game. Again, the only team in NFL history to do that. But there have been 4 teams, as we discussed earlier, but now there are a few teams remaining. And don't worry, I'll update the graphics and such as we go on to be, this channel here and the channels that I'll be using, making videos on. All right, so here are the teams that wind up winning games last week to become, to get their first win of the season. All right, the Denver Broncos pulled off an upset. They got their first win of the season. The Indianapolis Colts did. The LA Rams in a thriller. The Rams only led for 2 seconds, and that's as the kick was going through the upright to win them the game. The New York Giants got a win as well, and then they wind up losing on Thursday night against the Dallas Cowboys, leaving us with the Cincinnati Bengals, the Jacksonville Jaguars, who got obliterated by the Buffalo Bills, and the Tennessee Titans, who lead the league in turnover differential. They have, Will Levis, I believe, is responsible, let me pull that up a little bit so you can see it, for 7 of the turnovers. Now, let's go with the bottom team first. I'm assuming the Titans right now have the first pick in the league in the draft, seeing as they're at the bottom. Let's look at their full schedule, and let's see if we should be able to scroll down here and get a look at their full schedule. So let's see who can potentially win the game tomorrow and potentially turn their season around. Now, week 4, the Miami Dolphins. I picked in my pick'em, the Tennessee Titans to win this game. I think with their defensive front and the fact that Tyler Huntley's going to be there, although Tyler Huntley can beat you, he really can. He's not a bad backup, but how long has he been in Miami? He's been in Miami for a few days. I'm not sure that's going to be enough time. You've got Jeffrey Simmons, Danico Autry. You got guys breathing down your neck, right? You got L'Jarius Sneed in the backfield, in the secondary. I don't think that the Dolphins are going to win this game. I think Will Levis, if he has a turnover-free game, they can win this game. So I think Miami is going to win or going to lose tomorrow. But if we look at the future, they're off week 5. That might be enough time for Tua to come back. He's on IR, right? So he has to miss a few more weeks. The Colts and then the Bills and then the Lions. And this is for the Tennessee Titans. So this is the Titans. I keep forgetting that. So can they turn their season around? I'm not sure. Vikings, Houston Texans. Okay, so I'm going to say even with a win tomorrow, they increase their chances. Obviously, yeah, they increase their chances because it goes from 2.5% being one of 4 teams to one team to make the playoffs after starting 0-4. I do not think, no matter what happens tomorrow, the Tennessee Titans are going to be that team. So I'm going to say the Tennessee Titans are dead in the water. So they are deceased. That's how we're going to do that. I got to come up with some phrase to talk about there. All right, next, let's go to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's look at their full schedule. Let's see who they have tomorrow, and then let's see the games after that. I might have to stop clicking on that because they're getting on my nerve with these cookies, bro. All right. So they have the Houston Texans. Oh my. So Houston Texans, Indianapolis Colts, 2 division games, Chicago Bears, New England Patriots, Green Bay Packers, Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, so I got the Tennessee Titans winning tomorrow. I've got the Jacksonville Jaguars officially going 0-4, and their season is going to be dead in the water. There's no even, to me, there's nothing really to talk about. I've got the Houston Texans beating them, and the Tennessee Titans season is over officially tomorrow. Now, the team out of the remaining winless teams, Joe Burrow said that the season was, quote, far from over. Let's see what we are looking at here. Okay, so the Cincinnati Bengals, the Carolina Panthers. You would expect this to be a get-right game. So they will win this game. Meaning the Cincinnati Bengals will win this game. Then they got the Baltimore Ravens, the New York Giants, the Cleveland Browns. So 2 out of 3 games of their next 3 games are division games. The Philadelphia Eagles, the Vegas Raiders, the Baltimore Ravens again. Yeesh, they got a really tough schedule. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Carolina, wow. This team could also be dead in the water. It depends on if they, okay, you know what we'll do? With the Cincinnati Bengals, we will give them so you're saying there's a chance. I think they win tomorrow. Tomorrow is what they call a get-right game. No team is a gimme in the NFL, and we saw what the Carolina Panthers did to the Las Vegas Raiders. But I feel like it's only a matter of time before the Cincinnati Bengals get rolling. And I believe they did not qualify for the playoffs last year. They finished 9-8. Joe Burrow was hurt. Remember that? He had the wrist issue, missed a bunch of games. So I'm not going to say that they're dead in the water, but I think that they get their first win of the season tomorrow. They win to 1-3, and this is going to be interesting. And it might be one team that we start to follow, but I think the Jacksonville Jaguars dropped to 0-4. They're dead in the water. Their season ends officially tomorrow. I think that the Tennessee Titans are going to win tomorrow, but I think they're also dead in the water. I think all these teams, 2 of these 3 teams are going to win. 1 is going to lose. 2 are dead in the water. And the Cincinnati Bengals have probably the easiest win, you would think. But again, this team is coming off a win. So you never know. This could be another upset. We could be having a conversation. Well, all 3 of these teams are still 0-4. And at that point, no 0-5 team has ever done anything. So again, only one 0-4 team has made the playoffs. So if all these teams lose, we'll do this again next week. If not, then maybe we'll find a different segment. So let me know your thoughts. Who gets the win? Who would you say season is over? I think it's possible that all their seasons are over. And with the loss, they pretty much are for all of these guys. But I think if there's anybody that can save the season, again, I said this last week, the Cincinnati Bengals are that team. They have showed you time and time again that they can kind of make these comebacks and things like that. However, this is a different team. This is a totally different team. You have the loss of DJ Reader. They don't have Tyler Boyd anymore. He is now a Tennessee Titan, I believe. You have it's just something is kind of afoot, and something could be going on in Tennessee where maybe they got too overconfident, where they're used to being able to play from a hole and dominate their competition for the most part. But yesterday's price ain't today's price. It's a different year. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. You guys are awesome, man. I will catch you in the next video, and consider subscribing to the channel.